Hey guys, it is Thursday, August 18th, 2016. I was doing my power hour. The girls were napping. Both of them are getting up now. But I wanted to share with you super quickly something I learned from my personal development this morning. I'm going to share the link to the Tony Robbins podcast that I listened to because he is talking about taking control of your life and realizing that the things you do should not control where you're going or what you choose to do in the moments in each day. And so as I opened up my online office and I checked my paycheck and, opened my inbox and started messaging people and making posts for the day, I was listening to this podcast and he's like, just stop and write down the emotions that you feel each and every week. And, I could have easily been like, okay, no, I'm not going to stop and do that. But then he paused and was like, whatever you're doing, stop and do it. So I paused the recording that I was listening to. I shut down my computer and I wrote down emotions that I feel on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And I wrote on one side of a paper negative emotions, and on the other side I wrote positive emotions. And what I found through doing that activity was that as a mom, as a friend, as a girlfriend, as someone that runs a business, there are negative things in life. You can find negativity anywhere, anytime, pushing against you, okay? And us as coaches, as leaders, as somebody wanting more out of life, we need to accept the challenge of pushing back on that negativity. Okay, so I want you to realize that we all have ups and downs in the business and in our lives. There's always going to be negativity. You could turn on CNN, you could turn on the news, and there's going to be some sort of negative something somewhere. And it's our choice to focus on pushing back on that wall of negativity and overcoming, okay? We all have our struggles. We all have the emotions of, feeling unworthy, feeling unaccepted, feeling isolated, feeling self-doubt, feeling like you're not good enough. But if you spend too much time focusing on those things that are not going right or, dwelling on those things that you feel are holding you back, you will be held back. If you instead start focusing on what you can do to push back on those feelings and say, I am not going to accept those as ruling my life, okay? I understand the self-insecurities. I have insecurities every single day of even running this team. I'm not worthy. I'm not a strong enough leader to run a team. But in my head, I have to live beyond that, and I have to push back on that negative thought basis. I have to push back on that wall that's suppressing me from moving our family, my life, forward. Because if you don't do that, you will hold yourself back in so many areas of your life. You will be missing out on all the potential that God has for you and all the potential that you were meant for. Because if you let fear and negativity and self-doubt and self-degrading belief system, you will be held back from so much potential. I know we are all born with amazingness inside of us. Maybe that's not even a word. We're all born capable of so much. And so many people go through life letting the fear and insecurities and struggle hold them back from that potential and those possibilities. The second I started coaching and doing personal development, I no longer was locked down by those thoughts. And the more I read personal development, the more I coach, the more, day in, day out, I learn about myself and choose to focus on positive, the more positivity I have in my life, the more happy things come our way, the greater abundance, our family sees in our life. So write down the emotions that you feel in a week. And I would highly suggest that you write down, good emotions and bad emotions, one on each side of the paper, split your paper in half, and start realizing why you're feeling those and what you can do to turn that around. Okay? So I would encourage you through the rest of this year, through the rest of your day, through the rest of the week, start realizing that there's going to be negativity. There's going to be self-doubt. There's going to be some reason why you feel like you're failing or you're not good enough. But you are the only one holding yourself back by feeling that way, by allowing that feeling, that emotion, get the best of you. If you put into the universe and say, I can't do this, I'm not a leader like Bree, I'm not a leader like Anita Myron, I'm not as pretty, I'm not as smart, I'm not as outgoing, you are putting that negativity into your business, into your life. And so you need to start believing that you are good enough. You are beautiful. You have a soul. You have a purpose. You have a story. And as long as you focus on being where you want to be and stop focusing on what's not working, you're going to fail, okay? There's going to be lots of times you fail. You're going to have to go to bat more than one time. No successful person got there without failing all the time and figuring out what they did wrong. So hopefully you're watching this and saying, what can I do to be more positive in my own life? What can I do to affect my mood, to affect that pushback of, push back that negativity and say, I refuse to settle for anything less than the best. Okay? You are gorgeous. You are smart. You are beautiful. Our team is so talented. We have so much to offer. And each individual person on this team is here for a reason and here for a purpose. And if you don't see that, you need to seek out more personal development. And you just start praying and seeking out what you feel your purpose is. I know my purpose is to empower women, to empower people on their journeys of self-love, self-purpose, feeling of confidence, just empowering women to embrace life, to not hate life, to not feel a daily grind and be getting by. We want to be not ordinary, but extraordinary. You were built with potential. And in order to unlock that, you have to be willing to put the time and effort into your own life. You have to be willing to say the dishes can sit and I'm going to self-reflect for 15 minutes. I'm going to do my workout no matter what. I am going to reach my business goals because I can and I'm worth reaching those goals. My family's worth reaching those goals. Okay? And love and embrace each failure and each success equally and know that after time of doing this, it gets easier. The failures start dimming in comparison to where you're at and what you've succeeded in, okay? I fail just as much as the next person on this team, but I don't allow it to negatively impact my day. I don't dwell on what's going wrong. I learn from it, I take it and mold it, and I try to throw it out into the universe and make it better. And when it comes back to me and that time it failed, I mold it, I reshape it, and I throw it back out, okay? You have to focus on what's not working in order to change something. Not focus on it and dwell on it and say, now I can't do something or it's not working for me. You just have to adjust your focus to know that it takes time. Know that you're worth it. Know that the positive influence you are on yourself, it has a huge impact in where you're going to be in a week, in 6 months, in a year. The power that you have within you to make the choice to not let the negativity, not let the bull, S-H-I-T, get to you to the point of freezing up or accepting failure. Like I said, there is no successful person out there that has not experienced great hardship, great failure, huge burns, and that hasn't had to go to bat more than 50,000 million times. Be ready to go to bat for yourself and know that this business is team effort. Don't put out into the universe that you aren't smart enough, beautiful enough, you aren't talented enough, you don't know how to talk to people, you don't know how to run a business or how to earn 6 figures. None of us do. We're all figuring it out. But the negative self-talk has got to stop. The negative emotions, you've got to learn how to control it and push back on it and say, I want to feel loved. I am going to give myself self-respect. I'm going to work out not because I hate my body, but because I love the journey and I love where I'm at right now. I am going to drink my Shakeology to feel energized and to love on myself because I am worth it. I am going to read personal development so I can grow as a human being to help myself, my family, and others on my team and around me in my challenge groups. And I'm going to be that light in my own life. Okay? And you have to focus there. Stay centered, stay balanced, know what's important, and know that moving forward takes failure. And you are so worth it. All right, there's my video of motivation for the day. Hopefully it helped you guys, and much love to you. You guys know I'm always here. I do what I can to support you guys, to tell you guys that there is no difference between you, between me, between a top coach, between a million club earner in this company, between any other network marketing business, successful person. There's no difference between those people and you besides one choice to just keep going and to no longer, hate the negativity, but to learn to embrace it and know that there's negativity and you have a choice of how to react to it. Don't let it run your life. Don't let it hold you back from the potential that's inside of each and every one of you. Have a great day. Much love to you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.